Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. With me, as usual, I got the boys, my main man, medium-sized cock Rosado.
What's up? What's up?
Then to the left of him, I got my main man, 9.5-toe Shuley.
How's it going, boys?
And to the right of me, as always, my co-host, Moneyline Welsh.
What's going on? What's up?
What's up, Moneyline?
What's your big announcement that you have to announce?
Greenfield's Finest Podcast is putting on a comedy show at yesterday's November 27th. Due to everything that's going on, they're going to allow 20 people in at a time. We're going to be having two shows back to back. The first one starts at 7, so from 7 to 8:30, and then the second one starts at 9. So it'll be from 9 to 10:30. You can reach out to us for tickets. Tickets right now, are because of the small amount of people allowed in, they're $20 a piece. So you can get them down yesterday's also. They're already down there, but if you need to get in contact with me, you can, but it's going to be me. My main man, Anthony Shuley's going to be there.
Back in action.
Joey Welsh and our buddy Matt Light's going to be headlining it. So it's going to be a pretty awesome night. Don't miss it. It'll be a good time for all of us to get together.
Yesterday's coming for the improv, huh?
Yeah, I mean, dude, there ain't nothing open.
Two shows, one night.
I mean, it is.
You think you could get 40 people in that motherfucker?
I mean, well, yeah, separately.
Yeah, right, separately.
We already sold 17 tickets.
Did you?
Chrissy Dukes was on.
Oh, yeah.
He's out there
So
hustling.
23 spots left, and now you're announcing it on this, which is like a huge platform. So fucking, they're gonna fly off the shelves.
People will be scalping them.
Yeah, so I'm about to buy them up and go 50 a pop.
I'm saying, having a third show is not off the record yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We might have to dive into that.
That's
realm.
Thanksgiving weekend, right? So
It's a day,
The day after.
the day after Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Might sell a little goon dust fucking for the third show. Fucking if you're still tired from Turkey Day.
Yeah, dude. You know, some uppers. My mom will be there. She provides straws. She just requires a 20-80 split.
Yeah, right. It's like when you go to a place and you have like a corking fee. She's like, yeah, I have a corking fee on that bag.
You know that, right?
Fucking election day.
Big day in America.
John, who'd you vote for?
Kanye West. Kanye West. Yeah.
Fucking John won't tell you how much money he makes or fucking has. He won't tell you who he
I
voted
say
for.
keep it close to the vest. Nobody
Yeah.
should tell anybody who they vote.
I agree with that.
Yeah, as long as you voted, just go fucking vote.
I'll tell you one
Unless
thing.
you disagree with me, then don't vote.
These people on Instagram telling me to vote for fucking the past week has been a fucking nightmare. Like, chill out, dude. Enough is enough.
Have they been getting you with the private messages?
The private messages, I mean, those are fun because especially if you get a live one on the line and they fucking you say some crazy shit to them and they come back and then like I went to war with some dude the other day.
What happened?
He started fucking throwing Bible verses back at me and shit like that.
What'd you hit him with first?
I hit him with some crazy shit.
Did you?
Yeah.
You don't want to say it on air.
I don't want to. I came off the cuff flying, and he came back with like I'll pray for you, and I was like, you need to pray. Then I just kept going, and then he hit me with a couple verses.
You should have hit him with the old "suck my dick from the back."
Oh, dude. Wasted opportunity.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Well, dude, you got like deep roots in the election.
Well, I mean, I'm a retired constable.
Right.
I was a constable for years. I fucking held down the church right next to Community Drug.
How many years you do that?
Countless.
Yeah.
Countless.
You got
Yeah.
paid though, right?
He's a
That was
public
more
servant
of a yeah, I'm a public servant. I mean, but also constable. I was a fucking sheriff of Greenfield
for the day.
for the day. Like,
They give you a badge.
They give you a sticker. It says constable.
Sticker.
It's good
So,
enough,
it's-
dude.
I mean, what do you want to do? It's a one day.
Do you,
But,
know, do you know who else was a constable for the elections? David Schuster.
Listen, if you know Mr. Tenney, you're eligible for the job.
Right.
You're in.
You're in.
But I've seen a lot of like inside. So like the major role of constable is like don't let people campaign inside. Like fucking don't let them fucking
Keep it outside, yeah.
bring in any like propaganda fucking campaigning inside. And I've been seeing a lot of action on Twitter where people are campaigning inside. I'm like, dude, who's the constable here, dude? This shit would never fly on my watch.
No.
Drop the ball, dude.
Never. But so my dad is like I don't know what his actual position is with the elections, but he's been doing it longer than I have. He's like the guy that looks over all the
poll sitter.
the poll.
I
Yeah,
think
he's
it's
like
the poll sitter.
I forget his handle. But if something goes wrong, he's the guy you call, and he got to come and like fucking fix it.
Yeah.
So I think he does. I think his territory is Greenfield, Squirrel, Hazelwood, which would make sense. So there was a remove. Like I'm on Twitter today, and I just see like first of all, I see my dad. He tells me the story. He's all wound up. He's fired up. But then I'm like, great, man. Like, fuck, I'm glad you had your little action for today. But then I go on Twitter, and the news is like tweeting about it. Like, there's been a removal in Greenfield, in the one Greenfield polling place. It was the place on Greenfield Avenue in Montclair, that weird church right there.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so fucking, there's been a removal there that it was, and he had to remove a worker. So it was a lady working the polls start causing a ruckus.
What
Like,
was she doing?
I guess she was like refusing to work and was just like going around like badgering like people trying to vote, like pretty much like, but it was like crazy and it was a disturbance. And fucking, so they like called him twice, like, dude, like she's not working. We don't know who she is. And my dad was like, I mean, like, all right, well, like, how crazy is it getting down there? And he was like, you need to come down. So he gets down there. She was like, what's the problem? And she was like, you've been hiding from us all day. Fucking just starts screaming at him. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is like the third time I've been down here today. And she was like, I just feel like you're trying to railroad the election, like trying like all kinds of crazy shit. And like my dad like talks to normal people. They're like, so what's been going on? She's like, she's been like screaming and like talking to herself all day, not doing a thing. So my dad like tries to get her out, can't get her out. So she just like fires up a movie and starts watching a movie on her phone. And he was like, what the
While he's talking to her?
Yeah, like fucking. So he's like, man, like she was like nuts. She said she was all fucked up on fucking. She was high too.
On the drugs.
Yeah. So he gets her
Which
out.
ones?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
All of the above.
Yeah.
So he like finally gets her outside. He like threatens. He was like, listen, I'm gonna call the police. Like they're gonna come. You're gonna spend a night in jail for this. Like chill out. Like just like go home for the day. You'll get paid for the day. No one even know you got booted. Just fucking.
Right.
Well, the check's in the mail. Fucking. Wrap it up.
Right.
So as this is going on, he finally gets a little lady. I don't know where this constable. I was like, "Who's the constable down there?" He was like, "Dude, some dude that I wasn't even getting out of the chair." I was like, "Dude, you should have called me. I have the sticker still. I could have fired it on. And like, we could have father son this bitch fucking right out of here." Fucking. So as he's like getting her out, he said some giant, tall, crazy dude is just like, I need another. So like everybody that voted today was on paper. He's, I need another ballot to cast my vote. I messed it up, and they're like, well, what did you mess up? And my dad said he just wrote a giant X over the whole fucking thing. And then like they went to go scan it, and it wouldn't scan because like it's like fucking Scantron, so
Right.
It just wouldn't work. And he was like, you didn't want to count my vote. This is bullshit. And he's like going crazy on him. My dad was like, dude, you put an X over the whole thing. Like, you intentionally ruined it. He's like, you must be a Democrat. One of those Democrats that want to cut off little boys' penises, like some crazy shit. And at this point, my dad's like had enough and just starts. He's like, so I mean, like, where'd you hear that at? You know what I mean? Like, what news source was that on? So fucking by this time, like, and the crazy lady's outside, this dude's outside. And the cops pull up, and like there was a minor scuffle between my dad and fucking. He said the dude would start getting aggressive. Cops show up, get everybody out of there. But Greenfield was the first and only removal I've seen so far in the city.
Now this isn't your dad's first time removing someone.
Well, no, up Alderdice. He was up there when they fought that dude last
Yeah,
last year.
Yeah, it wasn't even last year. It was last election. It was the primary.
The primary,
right,
yeah.
right.
Fucking, but that was another dude from Greenfield who's like the constable at the place I vote at, and he's still talking about this dude. He's like fought like a 7-year-old dude, and he like brags about it. He's like, yeah, man. He said my dad said that dude called him. He said he has no idea how he heard about it. He called him 2 minutes after like the police left, and he was like, hey, you need any assistance down there? Like ready to roll, dude.
He came down dressed like the SWAT team and shit.
He was ready. Old head was ready for combat.
I thought I took constabling seriously. This dude he loves it. He gets up every fucking twice a year and is ready to fucking
He was like,
roll.
deputize me.
Not
I'm
on my
way.
fucking watch.
Oh, dude.
So when I'm leaving the voting place today, and like there's a couple people outside. It wasn't packed. It was I got out of there relatively quick, but there was people coming in and out. none other than Jason Davis pulls up and winds down his window and screams, "If you're riding with Biden, you're a fucking clown." and just goes down the street. I'm like, all right, buddy.
I gotta fucking tell you this. So I like made up this story today and called him right away. So I'm watching the news and they're saying like, "Hey, Biden's holding back. He's like, he's not announcing anything. We don't know what that means, but you know, he's not that far ahead yet." So I called Davis like, "Listen, I got an inside source, and they told me that if Biden said he's holding back, he automatically lost." She's like, "Where'd you hear that?" And I'm like, "Listen, someone told me. I can't say it over the phone. One of our friends."
You should have just said DC, because if you would have said DC, DC's one of our friends who's like real into politics.
I was thinking of one of our friends that's in the FBI.
Oh.
So I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, I can't say their name, dude. I just can't say. He's like, "What do you say?" I'm like, "I just think it looks real good right now." I'm like, you're going to be okay. He's like, "Are you sure about this, Jink? I mean, how good's your source?" I'm like, "Davis, I can't." He's like, starts yelling, Dad. And I'm like, I gotta go. But yeah, it's fun fucking with people during the election.
People get wound up, man. So my dad pretty much saved the whole entire election today.
He did.
He came down. He was fired up. He like just came in the house. He's like, "Phew." Like you know what I mean. He had a story that he wanted to tell. Yeah. It was funny. But the funny thing is, I was sitting there with my mom. And I'm like, dude, I need some like election stories. I thought somebody would have stabbed somebody with an American flag by now. Like nothing's coming in. And then my dad just came and dropped a gem on me. I was like, perfect. It was in Greenfield. It was you. This is great. The news is tweeting about it now. Like fucking, I was gonna I was gonna send him the tweet, but then I would have had to explain like it's on Twitter and they don't know it's him. It would have been a whole thing trying to explain like Twitter and the news to my dad. So I was like, next time I see him, I'll just fucking I'll show it to him.
Well, you were like telling me, you're like, "Yeah, we don't, there's no stories," and I'm like, "Yeah," but this story popped up where what this guy did. He's from down Florida. His wife died. He went to the polling place and he voted. Then he took her thing to the polling place wearing a wig, and voted in the same Korean vet's jacket. Like he had Korean War vets went in there. And they said to him, they were like, you were just in
Jimmy,
here.
you were just here.
They were like, and the best part about it is they said to him, "You were just here. We know it's you. We know your wife passed. Like, what's going on?" And he like shrugged it down and goes, "She would have wanted me to vote. She would have wanted this vote cast. And like, we can't let you do it." And they asked him, they said, "Why didn't you at least bother shaving?" And he said, "Because she never did." And I'm like, what a legend, dude. But like, I can picture this guy. Like, I like feel like I know this guy. Like walking down the street with his Korean vet's jacket on, you know what I mean? His ball cap on and his long curly fake hair, and he walks in there like, "Yeah, I'm just here to cast my vote."
It seemed like that story was going to take an emotional turn where he just wanted his dead wife to get her vote in, but then he did the shaving pretty much went back to him going for he did this all for a punchline.
He did.
Which I can respect, dude. When you got a good punchline, you'll fucking go the extra yards to fucking get it off.
Well, he said he wasn't involved with trying to rig the election. He was just trying to prove the system was wrong. But they caught him, so it wasn't wrong.
It worked.
Yeah. He was.
It's been relatively quiet today, man.
Dude,
I thought it'd get a little crazy.
What do you think about the Scantron cheat? I mean, the lady definitely seen who I was voting for.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we were just putting that into like a fucking fax machine or something.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this seems like something off The Simpsons where like they're making fun of us like voting. Like, oh, look at us. They hand us a piece of paper and then we put it in a printer and they think it went somewhere.
It's a shredder. It's a shredder. There's a big fucking dumpster out back.
Dude, count this one, shred this one.
I said to the guy, I was like, dude, I get like a fucking receipt or something?
You want your sticker? I voted.
Like, dude, get the I know I voted. I want proof that this thing took my fucking vote in.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, their confirmation's right there, and it just pretty much said thank you.
Yeah,
what the fuck is
fucking
this?
check
Yeah,
mark.
this don't feel 100% right, but
Nah, it felt a little janky.
Yeah.
It was I thought that when I like went to put it in that printer fax machine thing, I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like we used to have like those fancy voter machines where it was all touchscreen.
Well,
you hit the vote button, you get the check mark. You're like, all right, that felt right.
I thought it was
right.
cool.
Why can't you just get a little clean it off every voter?
Yeah, because of code.
I mean, I felt cool because I had the top secret fucking manila folder. You know what I mean? I'm like, here you
Dude,
go, sir. He's like, no, I can't touch it. Like, oh, all right.
That you gotta put it in,
self-service.
yeah.
But they said that to me, then I pulled it out, and she definitely like stared at it, and then like we put it in. I'm like, I don't really care.
She made a mental
Yeah.
note of who you voted for.
Yeah, I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
The Scantron, you didn't have a vanilla Fuller?
No, dude. When I walk
Oh,
into that
that's
voting
so
place, it's like
unsecure.
fucking. I still have my parents' address on my fuck. So I voted the fucking place. I voted since I was 18.
just St. Rosie's, dude.
No, dude, the place I vote isn't like high tech.
But I'm saying I walk in and it's like Jack.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like cheers. Like fuck.
Yeah.
When I'm like, I swear to God, when I was trying to vote, like the lady that runs it was beating my ear off. Like fucking like
Right.
when I was like putting it in the little fax machine thing, I'm like, what the fuck is this? But I'm also answering questions like about like kids that I don't have. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? That seemed weird as hell, but like whatever.
Oh, dude.
I did my part.
Hopefully it's all over soon.
Dude, I'll tell you what,
Yeah, I
though.
know,
Mike
right?
Zeidel got a write-in vote for me again for the 34th District of Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
That makes one. You know what I mean? So if we can build from that. It's
Yeah.
a start.
That's a start, man.
Get his name out there.
We how was your guys' Halloween?
Mine was nice, man. My kids, they had a blast. Greenfield was jumping. dude.
Yeah.
Like, it was
It was
crazy.
nice.
Halloween felt normal. Some people just left candy out, but like still kind of stood there. But there was a lot of people that gave candy away. Kids were running around like maniacs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people did like the bowl at the end of their driveway, or they sat on their porch.
I
out at
love
the bottom
that.
of
I
their
seen a
steps.
couple people with like the plastic
Tube?
Yeah, with the tube, and they were just shooting
That's
candy
actually
down there.
pretty funny.
That was
though.
pretty
That's-
sweet.
Yeah,
Fucking so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah, it wasn't
I
bad.
got like one of my gear grinders revolves around Halloween, so I'm gonna say that. But like, there's up where I live at, we bought 3 bags of candy. And, like after I figured it all out, there was like 140 pieces, and like we ended up going through that in like an hour and 15 minutes, and that was the most like candy we ever gave out up there. So it was cool. But the only thing I didn't like is that on our street, I would say 60% of the people had their lights off, which I get it. Like it's COVID, like but it's like
Put a bull out.
put something out. My neighbor put out. I can't even make this up. My neighbor put out 3 Clark bars on like on their stoop.
So they bought a bag of candy the night before and just smashed Clark bars and they smashed the whole variety pack and like fuck, all
Nobody
I got
likes
left is
Clark
these Clark
bars.
bars. So here we fucking go.
I felt bad. Like I almost wanted to go over sprinkle some fucking Reese cups on it. You know what I mean? But I was like, fuck it. I'll be the good guy. They'll get their house egged. you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Would the Steelers are the worst 7-0 team of all time?
that was coming.
I mean, they are.
No.
They are.
did you-
The Ravens stink.
Wait.
Lamar,
you
the
hated
Lamar
on-
Jackson stinks.
You hated on my dude Spillane.
He's
So
terrible.
bad.
They had to go get a replacement. He played so
'Cause
bad.
he had
2
11
splash
tackles.
plays. Dude, he jumps over the pile. And he's getting credit for these tackles when he's like fucking the third man in. It's fucking bullshit.
I'm appalled.
He was. I'll tell you what.
That's just ridiculous.
Spillane was heated at the end of the game because the reporter asked him, "Was that the easiest touchdown you ever had?"
He actually made a decent break on that.
He said he was like, there was nothing easy about it. We were in the coverage. I jumped the rot and I scored the touchdown. It wasn't that easy. As easy as you
Listen,
think.
I would love the shit on the interception. I can't even spin zone that. Like, that was a good play.
I know, I texted
but
you
he
about that.
stinks. He was getting burnt in fucking cover. He's a liability. Get him in there and run it.
Two pass
Get him in there in
defenses.
running situations and get him the fuck out. Because
Well, that's
he
why they got
cannot-
that dude. you
Right,
know?
he cannot cover anybody to save his fucking life.
But I mean, we got a game. We're playing Dallas this week. Which
Yeah,
should
now
be
we got to
easy.
deal with Greenfield Mike.
I
Yeah.
think Danucci's their starter. Then, 'cause
Yeah.
Dalton got
Yeah,
like the
they
freaking.
They
would-
don't
would've-
even want to bring Dalton into this.
They just know that.
Dalton's
like,
in
before I
COVID
got here.
protocol. He's out.
Yeah, no, Dalton's out for real.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got a concussion. He was like, "Hurry up, let me get COVID. I ain't trying to go back out
Let's
there."
go to the bar real
He's
quick.
like, these dudes kill me.
Dude, Danucci looked like a backup high school quarterback.
They said he was like,
He looked so skinny and weird. He looked like he dressed up as a Dallas Cowboy for Halloween.
yeah, and he had that weird mustache.
Dude, did they really sign Johnny Manziel, or was that some
No.
shit you were playing with?
No, that's real hype. He signed.
is this a made up stinky line?
No, this is it. This is
I didn't see this fucking anywhere.
Manziel was signed to the practice squad of the Cowboys.
Well, that's definitely Jerry Jones. Like sent a text message at halftime. Like, listen, Johnny, get off the couch because we need
Put
you.
down
Start
the
warming
ball.
up.
He's always been a huge Johnny
Huge.
Manziel fan.
Is this? I mean,
Huge.
am I falling into this line?
No.
You're like smirking.
No.
I didn't see this anywhere.
No, I'm telling you, they signed him, and he's on the practice squad. I don't know if he's going to be playing this week or if he's even going to get dressed, but I know he's there and he's practicing. So have fun, Johnny.
I mean, I would love to see him. Can't be any worse than Danucci.
No.
Dude, the Cowboys, I mean, Greenfield Mike's the man. They look like shit.
Yeah, they fell off the earth.
I hope they give Greenfield Mike like a COVID like bye.
You
know
till
what
next
I
year.
mean? Like, hey, like this was a.
get it.
It is a weird year. I mean, he had to like go in there with a new system. They never real training camp. Give him a year and let him like see where he falls next year. But like they're so fucking bad.
It ain't
man.
looking good for him.
It ain't looking good at all.
Well,
Dude,
they were clicking offensively. I mean, at the beginning of the year, they were putting up points.
Yeah,
but-
Dak was lighting it up.
yeah, they were doing well, but like defensively, they were just so terrible. But when they had that big comeback win, it was huge. Like you're like, okay, they got the spark they needed, and then Dak went, and it just has been fucking.
I keep betting on them because I was like, dude, they can't be this bad, and
But
they just are.
their offense was putting up so many numbers because they were playing from behind every freaking game.
But it's still hard to put up like
Oh
35,
no! I
40
mean, I get it,
points.
but when you're in a prevent, like you might get a couple under.
Dude, it looks like half the team's like, yeah, when's the season over? I'm fucking
yeah.
done.
Well, he said that when the dude, when Dalton went out and no one did anything on the Cowboys, like he came out and said, like, as long as I've been involved in sports, I've never seen anything like that. Like your quarterback gets taken out with a cheap shot and no one did anything. Like, where's the heart of this team?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I had to agree with him. He's from Greenfield. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was ridiculous.
What so
So the Steelers stink and Spillane stinks. Okay.
Spillane definitely stinks. I mean, there's just. I mean, he's
a practice squad player. He's filling in. Oh, he's doing okay.
He's
not going to be Devin Bush.
he's a liability out there, and that's just my point. Everyone's fucking like.
I'm just saying, give him a little bit of credit. You're treating him like shit.
I'd rather talk politics.
Listen, I spy Spillane every fucking play just because I know like I took this side of the argument and I need material to fucking and there, believe me, these material there he gets fucking burnt. The reason he has fucking 11 tackles because he gets,
I seen him fill the gap. I don't know what
he
you're
gets
watching.
fucking smoked and he's a cleanup tackle.
It's
is
all,
fucking
it's
ass.
all about perception.
He
His
had 10
perception, he's
solos.
looking for the mistakes.
Yeah,
he's
you're
looking for
fucking
the
number
good.
one fan over there.
I
Get a
am.
41.
I'm getting a
Get a
Spillane
41
jersey.
jersey.
Yeah, I love it.
No one's gonna know who he is in fucking 3 weeks. Bum.
That's a bit much there.
Dude, so when did it just go to Halloween straight to Christmas?
The Grinch was on my TV today when I got home from work.
It's like everywhere. I mean, you go. I'll say it now. You go down Costco.
Costco got shit up in July.
Yeah,
It
but,
does.
but even Lowe's did. Like there was Halloween decorations with Christmas tree stacked behind it. I'm like, they can't wait. Like October 31st, Frankenstein's fucking out of here, and inflatable Santa's going up, and it's like it's not. It's too early.
I was in Rite Aid. They were fucking. I was looking for some pumpkins. The pumpkins were gone. This was Saturday, like evening. The pumpkins were gone and the trees were up.
Yeah.
For Reese's.
Yeah.
So like I was fucking eating Reese trees on Saturday on Halloween.
You could have probably got them Reese pumpkins on a discount.
They didn't have them. I had to crack open the box. I seen them in the box. I like opened it up because they didn't have any pumpkins left, and I just grabbed the trees and it was like, man, where'd you get these?
Trees
at?
are probably fresh
I'm
as
like,
fuck.
"Oh,
Yeah, they were some fresh
fire,
trees.
Fire.
fire
Was the
trees.
PB all soft?
Yeah, you know, a fucking nice.
I like a
batches.
fresh tree.
Yeah, I wish Reese's would fucking sponsor us.
Well, you never know. I mean,
Dude, the
we
thing
have
is-
spots available.
Yeah. But if you don't like buy that early Christmas shit and you slip on it, then you'll go to Lowe's like December 15th and you can't get shit.
No, yeah, it's not so fucking early. I just fucking like, dude, give Thanksgiving the credit it deserves.
Yeah, and
No
well,
love.
well, especially with everything going on this year with Thanksgiving, like they're already dictating how Thanksgiving's going to go in every house.
How is the government trying to tell you how you're going to spend your Thanksgiving?
It's-
Like now, like
That's too
okay,
much.
like it's been a weird time. You've been controlling exact like what we've been doing. Yeah, business is shut down. Don't tell me how many people I could have in my own house and eat turkey and like what
Yeah.
time people are
You're
supposed
gonna
to come in.
you're
And
gonna
it's supposed-
monitor.
Yeah,
that.
and it's gonna be like it got to be outside. Everybody keeps talking about like this outside eating and doing this
California.
It is California. That's the article I read. But I'm just like, how long? Like people like. Even in Pittsburgh, like, oh, I mean, you have the outside dining. It's fucking November. You know how windy it was this
Yeah.
fucking weekend?
Snowed Monday for
And like
Christ's sake.
they're letting fucking people like put tents up. Like, what's the difference of fucking being in a tent or being inside? What the
There's
fuck's
no
happening
common
there?
sense involved.
There's
there.
zero.
None.
I'm still selling $2 soups fucking for people to drink. It's fucking insane. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're crossing the line here. Like, dude, it's your own house. You can have 30 fucking people in there if you want.
Right.
Eat a dick.
And who's going to go around and fucking monitor that? They
The
were
fact-
saying it's up to the
I mean,
neighbors.
the neighbors are. Whoa, there are neighbors
Yeah.
out there that would shame you. Like, oh, the Shillings had 25 cars in front of their house.
Right.
Yeah, like mind your fucking business. It's crazy. Yeah, like they're gonna come turn it. Like, dude, California's crazy. They're getting like crazier by the day.
What was it
Right.
like New York or something? They said you can have 6 people, and it has to be no more than 3 different households.
Yeah,
They
so
said you
like-
can't sing because you know how people love to sing at
Good
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, good Thanksgiving carol.
I can't think of one Thanksgiving song.
I've never
There is
sang
none.
No.
There's not one.
But if we find one, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna
fucking-
put it on the bumper music.
But that's crazy because, like, I know my girlfriend's family. They've already talked about what they're gonna do for Thanksgiving, and they're like not getting together.
Really? So it's working.
Yeah, so they're like, it's gonna be like me, my girlfriend, her mom and dad, and then I think her brother and his wife. Which, like, no one's like that. Like, Pete, everyone's like, all right, that's kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, we're cool with that. But like, usually it was like we go over our grandma's house and there'd be like 20 people there, and like some of their friends would come. It was a good time, and like, I don't know, I hate, like, especially with older people. You don't know how many Halloween or how many Thanksgivings they got left. You know what I mean? Especially if you start getting in your 90s. Like, dude, don't take this away from the old people.
Oh yeah, you
Listen, these Italians are getting together no
I was
matter
just gonna
what.
say you ain't gonna stop the Shulies from getting together.
Yeah, we were together this weekend for my grandfather's birthday party. There was like 50 of us. But dude, Thanksgiving's probably one of the most underrated holidays.
It should. I mean, it is, but I think it's one of those holidays that you grow to respect once you get older.
Dude,
Yeah.
you don't have to bring gifts for anybody.
Perfect.
You eat all day and you watch football.
Exactly, dude.
And you don't have to do anything. At
Nothing.
least I don't. I have the easiest fucking Thanksgiving out there. People.
Yeah,
are
I gotta drink beer.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving? I'm gonna show up to my mom's house.
And that's it. Take my shoes off, eat like a pig, drink beer.
See, I got to go to like a few different places.
Oh,
I don't even have to. I don't even do that
He
anymore.
said,
Oh shit! I don't know. I might have to.
yeah, now that you
I'm gonna
got
have a fucking
you got
girlfriend.
a +1.
Fuck. I didn't think of that.
Just got done here. Oh, we got to go over to Leanie's parents.
You're going to spend equal time now, Jack.
"Oh, welcome to the club."
Luckily, my family really doesn't do anything, so it's easy for me to be like, oh, yeah, I'm tied up at Addie's, you know?
Yeah.
Dad won't mind.
All right. Well, let's take a break.
All right, everybody, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old, and getting the old, boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espolon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector is the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's about that time of the year, and it looks like all the leaves are falling. Next, the snow comes, and then after that, when the winter clears, you're going to need everything pressure washed. That's why you need to call Rosado & Sons Landscaping, located in Greenfield. Phone number 412-521-9045. Make sure you call Rosado & Sons Landscaping before you call anyone else. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast and our segment Corndick of the Week. I mean, this one was really easy. It was a Fox Chapel mother. They posted her name like she did something good. Her name's Randy McCarthy.
So you're giving her government honor?
That's what it says in the paper. It says she surprised any trick-or-treaters from nearby Sharpsburg who visited her home this weekend by specifically gifting them with a king-size copy of Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged in lieu of candy, according to elementary school sources unsure what to do with it. Then, the best is the comment from the kid. The lady said she had something special for us, said fourth grader Tyler. I'm not going to say his name. He's only in fourth grade, but I'm not sure what's so special about this giant book. I can't even read these words, but just looking at it makes me feel sad. Honestly, it might be worse than the guy up the street that gave us job applications.
This is
What the fuck is the matter with these?
Wait,
people?
so what did she gave him, an atlas?
So
No, Atlas Shrugged is a book.
It's an atlas. So an atlas is like
An atlas is like a book that has a bunch of. I'm not sure what
No,
that.
just to fuck with them because it's so heavy. They got to carry this big fucking book around.
Yeah, it's a giant fucking book of the world, right?
Right.
Yeah. So,
like picture. It's like a picture of globes, right?
right. So she thought and it's funny because she's I don't know if she gave. Here's the thing that makes it so fucked up. She lives in Fox Chapel, but I think she only gave it to kids from Sharpsburg. So
How did she know they were from Sharpsburg?
Yeah, you could tell.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So
You ever been to Sharpsburg before?
No.
Yeah, well,
So
you can tell it ain't Fox Chapel.
Yeah, because it says here that she only gave the book to Sharpsburg's kids who visited her. So like she didn't give it to the Fox Chapel kids. She gave them the Reese cup that they deserved. But then this poor kid from Sharpsburg comes who just got a fucking job application down the street from one other guy.
That's fucking crazy.
So she pretty much gave him a map how to get back to Sharpsburg.
Like that's fucking cold blooded. Like give the kid a piece of candy. I mean, geez, man, it's
Those Sharpsburg kids should get together and brick that fucking crib
that house
and
is-
show them
it's
how
marked.
Sharpsburg they really are.
They already greenlit that.
I would love to see, like, if we could go back and do our Corn Dicks of the Week and see some of the results what happened to these. Like, where are they now? Prior Corn Dicks. Like, did they
Revisit.
get what they just deserved? I mean, did they fucking fire 40 Atlases at her crib and smash her windows?
That would have been the move.
Yeah, if you would have known these like kids fucked you in the past and be like, all right, here you go, you little bastards, fucking, I'm gonna spend fucking $50 a piece on this book and fucking just to ruin your day.
Yeah, she had to drop some cheap.
Dude,
Books ain't cheap.
My mom's been trying to get rid of encyclopedias for like 3 years. She probably just wants it out of her house. You don't need it anymore.
Dude,
You get S.
the Fox Chapel Sharpsburg, like being like living in Sharpsburg and be able to go to Fox Chapel, that's always intrigued me. Like, dude, how the fuck did you swing that one? Like, they're not like that's crazy. Like to live in Sharpsburg and be able to go to like Fox Chapel. That's not those two neighborhoods couldn't be any more different. And I was like, I know somebody went to Fox Chapel. I was like, did like Sharpsburg like have their own table? And he was like, oh yeah. Yeah, he was like Sharpsburg, like they chill with themselves. I was like, well, that makes fucking perfect sense. If I was from Fox Chapel, I'm not talking to any Sharpsburg kids.
Do you think?
Like, dude, I'm from Greenfield and I'm looking down on Sharpsburg.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, do you think neighborhoods look down on Greenfield like the way
No. What neighborhood could look down on Greenfield?
I get
None
none.
that I
I'm
know.
saying like rich, like money wise.
They probably don't know about us when they find out. They ain't gonna talk no more shit. I know that. They probably think they know. They don't.
They thought we didn't know where their parties were at, but we found them.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, definitely.
There was always a person who had a car for like 15 dudes to pow in
Yeah.
to go ruin a party out in Swickley. That like somebody happened to have a cousin that like made it that lived in Swickley.
Yeah. Yeah,
We'll come out to Pine Richland and fucking ruin your fucking aunt's house.
Get kicked out of your party.
Dave was just like, dude, this dude my brother used to go to school with, his little brother knows someone having a party. We should head out there and like,
Dude, it was
which
really.
Guiney and Tone doing?
Yeah, we'd pow in his van and go there.
Dude, we powed into this party out in TJ one time, and like back when I was younger, I thought TJ was like literally like you couldn't get any richer. But this house we went to, like it was fucking huge, and we robbed that fucking place blind. You know what I mean? Like fucking, it was a sting operation right from the fucking beginning.
Dudes would be stealing
in-
Christmas presents.
Oh, dude, I mean.
If it was near Christmas time, dudes
I mean-
would be opening fucking presents back in
That one party, they stole the wrapped up Christmas
Yeah,
presents. They brought
that's
them
what I'm
back, and
talking
dudes
about.
were like unwrapping this kid's presents. They're like, "Oh man, this dude got a Hilfiger fucking fleece," and like dudes are fighting over it.
Who's a medium?
Next thing you know, Stutch got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Stutch always find his way into that.
But yeah, Sharpsburg, they shouldn't be allowed to go to Fox Chapel. They should have to go somewhere else. If I was paying Fox Chapel fucking taxes and these little Sharpsburg dirtballs are running around, don't you talk to that kid with lice from Sharpsburg.
Is it that bad over there?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Probably nice people.
Yeah, let's go with it, dude. Yeah, that's their Greenfield.
I think I drove through like twice. It looked pretty shitty.
Dude, that was pretty fucked up. So it's moving up with some brother norms. Where do you go up, Moneyline Welsh?
This has been a controversial topic throughout the week. So the World Series fucking ended like, what was that, Monday night or some shit?
Yeah.
I don't know, Wednesday night, whenever the fuck it
No, it
was.
was
Last week.
last Tuesday.
Yeah, last Tuesday. So we're at the last episode when we recorded. Dodgers win the World Series. They pull Justin Turner like in the 6th or 7th inning because he had a positive COVID test. So like during the game, they pull him out of it, isolate him, and then so he's out of the game. Fucking the Dodgers win the World Series, and then he comes back out and like celebrates with everybody. So like and they said he like wasn't at first, but then he like I'm sure his teammates were egging him on, like, dude, come on, come fucking hang out. We fucking just won the World Series, and fucking so he did. He went out and took the picture. He had a mask on. He's like smooching his wife. But like, listen, if you've been around these guys, fucking. No,
How did it show up in the 6th inning?
I don't know, dude. It's a weird ass fucking story. But they pulled him in the middle of the game, like out of the like. I don't know if he was like in the game or he's in the dugout.
He was in the dugout.
He was in the
dugout.
dugout.
You have to leave the dugout.
And they made him they made him leave the like go isolate by himself somewhere in the fucking. I'm assuming in the clubhouse.
That's a fucking buzzkill. You know, you just
You-
wait
like,
your whole life to
to
dive on that pile when you win the World
and
Series.
fucking everybody smack each other's ass. You get
Right.
excited. You get all fucked up with your boys for fucking
champagne
for
everywhere.
a week.
They
Like,
said something about the one dude. He was like, they were like, "Oh, what do you feel about him being out there?" He was like, "Fuck yeah, he should be out there." You know what I mean? He's part of this team. Like, come
Yeah,
out
he's
here
a good player.
and let's right, and let's fucking celebrate.
Fuck it.
But people were like, "Ooh, what if like it just goes down such a dark road? Like, what if this happens and he gets like one of the coaches like is a cancer survivor or somebody on the field? I don't know if he was a coach, but somebody fucking. So it just people just went crazy with. So he's been getting fucking the major league. The fucking took like a big stance fucking against him. Like, we're fucking extremely disappointed in the Dodgers and the way they handled it. Like, listen, dude, you've been
Do you
trying
think
to.
he gives a fuck right now, dude?
No.
He's on top of the world.
Yeah,
bro.
and
Season's over.
You've been playing baseball your whole entire life. You win the World, and like the Dodgers, what they lose like 2 or 3 in a row, or
Oh,
3 out of
they
4?
should have like
They're
3
about
World
to be
Series by now.
They're
yeah.
about to be the Buffalo Bills
Yeah,
if they would have
right.
lost this one. So fucking, they finally get over the hump, and this dude, it's like you said, it's such a fucking buzz. Like, I can imagine how sick he was just sitting in that fucking clubhouse by himself. Like,
yeah.
what the fuck is going
fucking
on?
the clinching game of the World
And like,
Series.
when are
yeah.
like who? If that test comes in, the damage is done. You would think, like,
Yeah.
dude,
I've been
keep
with
it
these
to
dudes all game.
Keep it to yourself and like
Yeah.
fucking
Tell him
I don't
after,
know.
like, oh, you know what, dude, Justin Turner.
That's like what Rosario said, because it made me think, like, what were they doing, like testing dudes right before the game, and they find his, like, they got
The
his
results buzzed in. That makes no sense.
Makes no
Right.
sense.
And like, dude, as his teammates, like, they did the right thing. Like, I stand behind that, like, 100%. Like, if we ever win a World Series, dude, and you got COVID, surely you're coming out,
Yeah, dude, if you bar me from the league after that, I don't give a fuck. I won a World Series. I'm a happy motherfucker.
Yeah, I just want to jump on. Yeah, I want to go nuts.
Yeah,
just
what are you
let me
supposed
live.
to like pop a bottle of champagne, sitting on a milk crate by yourself?
Shake it up.
Yeah, in the other room,
And
isolated.
you have goggles on by yourself, just spraying yourself with
Just
champagne.
FaceTiming everybody.
Could you imagine the memes they would make about you, like having a one-man party? I mean, it'd be a lot worse.
Yeah, fucking you'd be like,
you know, a lot worse than the abuse he's getting from a couple of
he was like
crybabies.
the biggest loser ever. I remember the one time at Alderdice, I was at my 3rd lunch for the day, so like I wasn't hungry anymore. So I just went and like sat at the lunch table by myself, like just waiting for everybody to get their food. And so I'm sitting there by myself, fucking just no cell phones, just sitting there waiting. There's nothing to do, you know what I mean? I'm waiting for everybody to get to the table, so I'm sitting there looking like a geek. Fucking. So Christy Mazza and Joe Buckley fucking just come up to me and start pointing. Like, the cafeteria is packed, and like everybody else is sitting down except like our table. Comes over and just start pointing, loser, loser. And like the whole cafeteria like fucking like jumps on it. And, like the whole caf is like loser, loser. And like everybody knows like I was fucking the man, you know, I was cool. and so like, but like I had the whole cafeteria turn on me. So like I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, ha, you guys, you know what I mean? Tried to like shrug it off. Dude, it got so bad I had to leave. I went out the back door and like waited for everybody to come outside and like hang out. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that? That was fucked up.
Oh, dude, that's another time.
So like, if that would have like happened to Justin Turner, he'd been sitting on the fucking, he would have been sitting there by himself in a million loser memes.
Yeah, best line for any of that is just hit him with the "suck my dick from the back."
Yeah, suck my dick.
You know,
every time.
Every time, dude.
Dude, that should be our
There's
Christmas T-shirt.
Suck my dick from the back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Greenfield's finest podcast. Suck my dick from the back.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
November 16th, we're going to have all new merchandise out, plus some of the old stuff, so we'll keep you guys posted on that too. But keep an eye out for the Suck My Dick from the Back Christmas shirt. I think it's going to be a huge hit.
So I was on the Twitter this week trying to come up with shit for the show, and I seen this one story. This girl was a little younger, dating this guy who was like, it wasn't a crazy age difference. It was like 5-6 years. But they were dating for a decent amount, like probably like 7 or 8 months or something like that. And when he met her, he told her he was a doctor. So like he was caught in this lie. Like I'm sure that was his thing. He told he was probably like trying to bang a million chicks, like, hey, I'm a doctor. Which is kind of like, if I'm a girl and you tell me you're a doctor, I'm probably going to do a little investigating. Like, there's not too many just young doctors hanging out at the bar. You know what I mean? Doctors,
okay, Doogie Howser.
yeah, doctors work a fucking ton. But so she starts dating this guy, and he said he was like I think he said he was like a pediatric doctor too. Like,
pulling it to heart.
Yeah,
I just love kids.
Yeah, I just love saving kids. That's like that's my passion.
What a piece of shit.
Like, this is the first time I've been in a bar in years, but like my buddies drive me out because like all I could do is like save kids. That was actually pretty good. I'm like,
You've used that before, I can tell.
nah, I was always a straight shooter. You kill them with honesty. It works wonders.
every time.
Yeah, they're just looking at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, no, you're lying. Like, no, really.
No, really.
Bartender,
Yeah.
38.
No, really. I live in a 3-quarter hospital. 7 other guys. I'm just go off heroin 6
Yeah,
weeks
like,
ago.
oh, you're so funny.
Be like, oh, stop it, Mike. You really had me there for a second.
But
Like,
then
"Oh,
but
watch
then-
your purse because I'm going to have that.
Can I use your phone?
Then they think they could save you, though. They
do.
girls love a challenge.
They do. And it's a tough hill to climb. Saving old Mike Zidell.
So after a little bit, this girl like fucking gets like curious because the dude is like he's like going to work at 9, coming home at like 3, like banker hours, and she's like, dude, what do you like? This is like crazy. You should be like, doctors work all the time. You know what I mean? Like fucking and so she was like, am I the asshole for not believing him? Like she still wasn't sure this dude wasn't a doctor. After you read like it was long, so it was very clear the guy was not a doctor, but she didn't know how to go about it. I'm like, you can't. I mean, just ask like. Go. Oh, and then she had like an uncle who worked in the hospital. That he said he worked at, and he was like, "There's no doctor that works in that hospital." I'm like, "Well, he's obviously not a doctor." But this story reminded me of like a way better story. So our one friend, we meet these girls in the beginning of summer. Like, and we had a boat. We were out on went to the sandcastle. Meet these chicks. Your girls want to come on the boat. They're like, "Fucking right, let's go on the boat." Best summer of my life. So we meet these girls, get them on the boat. Our one friend didn't have a job and like didn't work for like forever, like which just he made his own money for a long time. And then so fucking we're meeting them. You know, I mean, the next question is like, where are you from? Like, what do you do? And it was beginning of summer, and this was genius. He was like, I'm a teacher, so I'm off all summer. And they're like, that's like really nice. He said he taught like 3rd grade or some shit like that. But again, meanwhile, he sells coke. So we end up hanging out with these girls like all summer long. So we meet them on fucking Memorial Day. Like we're at a Labor Day party at this point. So fucking we could all completely forget like this dude is told these girls that he's a teacher. So it's the end of it's like school's coming back, and this girl we're at a big ass picnic. Everybody's eating, and this girl was like, "Hey, what are you excited to go back to work?" And he looks at her like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Back to work?" She's like, "School's coming back to school soon. Like it starts soon." And he's like, "What are you talking about? I don't go to fucking school. I'm fucking 40 years old." And she was like, but you're a teacher. And like, dude, I literally spit my huggy across the fucking room. I was like, yeah, but you're a teacher. And she, like, everybody just starts cracking up. She's like, wait a minute, are you not a teacher? Like, I thought you might not be a teacher, like hanging out with you, but I was like, he's like, yeah, no, definitely not a teacher. Forgot I told you that. But like, if you meet some chicks in the beginning of summer and you want to lie about, if you don't have a job and you want to lie, or you have a shitty job and you want to lie about it, say you're a teacher and then just dump them before Labor Day. That's all.
That's a perfect job. But it's just so funny thinking of this person saying that they're a teacher, knowing how hard they party.
Dude,
like this dude's really responsible for children.
Yeah, he was like, I really don't like party during the school year. It's just like, I'm a summer guy, and I was like, this is. I mean, it was
genius.
It was a perfect lie.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the summer, like, at this point, we're like, who gives a fuck about these girls? You know, they can go. Like, who cares what they think we do? You know what I mean? Like, fuck them. But yeah, when she was like, fucking, are you excited to go back to school? And he looked at her like she was crazy, and so did I, because everybody forgot that he told her that, and I was like, this is fucking nuts. But that story reminded me of that. Lying about a teacher, it's easier to lie about a teacher than lying about being a doctor. It's impossible to pull off a lie.
That sounds like something you say, and like
you have to pretend like fake pages.
But you're just trying to hook up with the girl at this point. Like, if it turns into something, then you're like stuck.
Right.
No matter what.
You got to pull out of it quickly. Hey, that doctor thing was a lie.
It didn't work out. Now I'm cutting grass.
I work at Kogo's.
Yeah.
Is that,
I decided to change the landscaping. Career change.
Hey, don't know if this is an issue or not. That doctor, the pediatric surgeon I told you I was, instead I'm in the career center at Kogo's, like building up to be a manager. So I don't like, does that work for you or not?
And can you let me borrow $17 so I can get home?
Yeah, my
my
account is currently overdrafted.
Can you call me an Uber?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the perfect fucking lie. It was great.
That is a great
I wish I
story.
was there to see that.
Oh, man. Well, all right, everybody. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in a light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, we got the same thing in common. We're going to die. I don't want to leave my loved ones with a bunch of bills and debt, and then all they do is talk shit about me when I'm dead. I needed to make sure I had life insurance. Make sure you call Roman Financial Group and Carmen Mercurio at 412-862-5511. Carmen will get you all set up so your family doesn't hate you when you die. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson & Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them. They were there right away and took care of the problem. And it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We got an interesting story for you today. Okay, so I want to know what you guys would do in this situation. This woman won $1.4 million on a lottery jackpot. Her sister, they made a pact that if any of them ever won on the lottery, that they would split the money 50-50. So she wins the $1.4 million. abides by the pact they had, and gives her sister half of the money. The sister I'm reading this. The sister didn't invest in the ticket.
Yeah, so did they both play all the time, or is like one sister like a fucking lottery junkie and the other one just plays casually? Because that's huge.
Right. That's what it doesn't say that right here, but I know her. It says here her sister did not play the lot. She did not have tickets for this one. So the one sister played. So I'm like, basically, it'd be different if she bought $20 worth of tickets and she bought 20, and you said, hey, if you win or I win, we'll split it. You're like, okay, so basically you have $40 worth of tickets. That's not the case. The one sister spent $10 and the other sister spent $0, and somehow she's getting $700,000.
You spend $0, you deserve $0. Fuck a lifetime pact that you made when you were 12 years old.
But that's
If
like,
Joe Welch didn't cough up 20 beans and I coughed up 20 beans, we split it. If he didn't, I mean, 1.4, I'll break him off a couple beans, but
That's what I was gonna say.
1.4 ain't that much money in 2020.
you don't
Especially
go
after
50
taxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't go 50-50 on that.
No,
You know what
like
I mean?
here's like
You give him
Here's
a
like
Give
little,
you like 200 grand.
here's like
you give him a
15
piece
grand.
of action.
Oh, 15's your number, huh?
Yeah, 15. What did you do? It's 15 more grand you had before this started. You
It's
know
like
what I
when
mean?
You're cold as fuck.
It's like one of them
Jesus Christ.
Everybody always wants to be the fucking good guy on this show. Somebody has to be the fucking bad guy. And
You-
if
you
you guys,
played that
you guys
nicely.
make it be me all the fucking time, but I'll fucking do it.
We said
You guys-
numbers at the same
you guys
time.
are
You
fucking-
said 15.
You guys are giving fucking Spillane fucking what are they? Preparation trophies or where the fuck can't talk? Got me all fucking
Participation.
You can't say it
You had a
either.
pick six.
Yeah,
7 tackles.
Listen, you
Fumble
guys
recovery.
always want to be the
Fill
good
in the
guys
running lanes
and make
all
me
day.
be the asshole. I'll be the asshole. Joe's getting 15 grand. Molly's getting like 12.
so Joe's getting more.
Yeah, Joe's getting more. I made the pact with Joe. Molly never said anything about.
So Molly didn't say nothing. She still gets 12, but Jack he only gets 15.
Yeah, he didn't play the lottery. We're supposed to be playing the lottery the same amount of fucking times. Like, so if we have this pact and it's like for us to win the lottery, obviously we're supposed to be playing the lottery. She didn't play the lottery. 1.4 mil. That's
Right.
like some type of like Powerball or some shit, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So like, no, she's not doing her part. So 15 grand.
That's almost like a Hail Mary the other sister's throwing up. It's like when you're sitting there watching it and they go like, I'll root for you right now if you split that with me.
Yeah, while you're playing the slots and it's
Right.
like it's about to drop.
And,
you know
she's
what I
like,
mean?
okay, and she fucking wins $1.4 million. Like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
give
you're
you
watching a
70
football
grand.
game that you bet on. You're like your team that you bet on is up 35 points. Like, hey, dude, I'll split that with you. Like, get the what? What do you mean? There's nothing to split.
Right.
Dude, I got a question though. Say, what about if you like buy your boy a scratch off ticket and he wins like fucking 100 grand?
Yeah, so when I was in the hospital, like for some reason, like people were buying me a bunch of scratch offs. So like I came home to like a decent stack of scratch offs that like I didn't really win shit. Actually, I still got to cash them on. So once you hit a stat, like when you get a scratch offer and you win a little bit of money, you invest that into more scratch offs.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. So like I
absolutely.
got to reinvest my money. So I don't know if this is going to lead to anything.
Parlayed into something.
Yeah, something like significant. But I was thinking that, like, dude, if I hit one of these fucking tickets for like 250,000, like, for one, I don't know who bought it. Like, no one. Like, my mom just handed me like hey, like people were buying you lottery tickets when you're in the hospital. So like, I don't know who exactly bought it. So like,
Well,
I was gonna keep it to myself.
That's what I was gonna say, you keep that
yeah.
under your hat,
I
man.
was gonna like fuck. I made the decision that I was gonna keep that to myself.
Like, Jack, so you're buying a new house, cash?
Yeah, like man, I thought you got the nod for that mortgage. Like, no, but worked out and panned out. Corona's over. Everyone's back in business. Here we go.
Yeah, right.
So it's just, I was. If your boy buys you a lottery ticket and you hit like, and he's like right there and you're like scratching it off and you hit for a mil, like, gotta split that, right?
You don't got to split it. You got to give him
You
something.
gotta give him a
yeah.
decent
Z-Bird gave me a scratch off for my birthday, and this motherfucker like scratched off this. Like, remember that? You like
When?
scratched it off and like
See
gave
if
me
it
a
was a
scratch
winner.
off to see if it was a winner.
Oh, that was a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
he was like,
Which
it
you
was like a
scratch off the
joke.
barcode knowing it was a loser. Yeah, well, you gotta check it. Give it a little scan. Like, here you go.
But I gave you one this year. I didn't scratch it off. It,
Nah.
was just a couple, it wasn't like a major one, but it was just I was just like at the store and I had a 5 on me. I mean, usually I give someone a $20 ticket. I just didn't have a 20. Didn't want to go to the ATM.
It's all good.
Yeah,
I
I
appreciate
did-
the
so
ticket.
I got,
I
like,
didn't
the-
win nothing, but yeah, thanks.
I got these scratch off, and I'm like, oh. Like, what if I win this? Now what do I do? Like, I was bothered by the scratch off. Now I got to split this up. Like, so I win $50,000. What, I got to give 10 fucking ways everybody bought me a scratch off? Like, fucking no way.
Yeah, I didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Now you got like $27 to reinvest in scratch offs.
It's seriously, like, I think it's like $70. And
Right.
it was probably like 10 to 12 scratch offs, I bet. And like they weren't being cheap about it. They were like the $20 ones. So
Wait, so I got a question here. So if someone buys you a ticket, boom, like $20 ticket, you win like $10, and like you said, you reinvest it.
I think
one of those 10, if you smack, that's
clean money.
Removed.
That's
yeah,
clean money.
Yeah, you got
because
that's untraceable.
I could have bought a $5 foot long. Like, you know what I mean, you're not gonna go split the fucking foot long with them.
Right. I got you. Yeah, that's free and clear. That's the loophole.
Yeah, once you get away from that first initial hit, you're good to go. That's your money.
Yeah. All right. Just to specify how that goes.
I mean, I give her sister credit, but I definitely don't feel like she's grateful, because if she was really grateful, she would have been playing the lottery with her the whole time. You know
Yeah,
what I
she
mean?
wouldn't be fucking coasting, like not playing her part. She doesn't deserve shit, in my opinion.
No, she doesn't. Her sister's a piece of shit for taking it. She really is.
Yeah, sorry, like Bethany, like I didn't fucking, I haven't been pulling my weight. That like that's your money, but no, like fucking.
I haven't played the lottery in
was
years.
It was like, thank you, I could use this. I haven't worked in 27 years.
Well, she's like, what pact?
She's like, oh, now I can finally get out of your basement. I mean, who knows? That could have been the case.
That's it, yeah.
And she's like, take this money and get the fuck out of here.
So when the cash vibe is really high, I'll send out to our group text like, hey, the cash vibe is over $1 million, and all I want is like for some, if I don't hit, I want somebody in that group to hit and be like, oh, Jack gave me the tip and like give me like. So I'm like covering my ass that way, because if you don't normally play the cash vibe and someone tells you to play the cash vibe and you hit. I need a taste.
Yeah, you got to at least wet your beak on that.
Yeah, you got to wet my beak.
What's the most you guys ever won on a lottery? Scratch off or
Fucking $100.
really?
Yeah, I never won shit.
Yeah, me too.
And I played a fair amount.
I won like $300.
Did you?
I don't play that much.
I won $250 one time. Was the most I ever won.
Was it a scratch off or a number?
It was a scratch off on a number. I never hit a number in
Never
my
hit
life.
numbers, yeah. I'll get like $5 off of it. You know?
Right. I'll get like two numbers off the Powerball. I'll get like
I mean, there's
$3.
definitely. I mean, well, I know winners that hit like decent
Who?
fucking licks.
What was it?
I don't know if I really want the one.
Just say the amount. The amount.
I think one dude hit for $50,000 like twice.
Yeah.
But I think he plays an obscene amount of fucking of scratch offs, like crazy amount. And then the one dude from Mono, he hit the $1,000 a week for life. And when he was super young, like
he was 18, I thought.
early 20s, 18, something like that.
He was working at a beer distributor or something like that, and then hit it.
Yeah, he was either like working at Duke's or working at a beer distributor or some shit like that, and he hit the 1,000. So he gets a check for like $36,000 or I forget what it is.
What a year?
After taxes, yeah, it's like
yeah,
36.
he clears like 36 every year. It comes like clockwork.
That's amazing. Good for him.
Yeah, you could have like a half decent job, and then you got a fucking 36 coming. You're
Even
you're great.
You're like, what am I going to spend the 36 on this? You know.
Yeah, I mean something. Yeah, right. That'd be fucking lovely. I could use an extra 36 at the end of
Yeah, I'd
the
love
year.
that problem.
Yeah.
How am I going to spend
And that's
this?
for life. And he fucking licked it when he was fucking super young. That'd be lovely.
In Greenfield, someone hit for $250,000, I thought, on a scratch off.
Yeah, maybe we're talking about the same guy, and I'm like confusing things.
Yeah, I think he does play a lot. And when he won, I thought it was for $250,000.
Yeah, I know it was a lot. I didn't think it was that much, but whatever. Yeah, but
He blow it all.
nah,
I'm
not sure to be honest with you. It's
see
an
him
older
much.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would love to win some money.
I'm ready to go buy some scratch offs. Right
Yeah,
now.
do you guys want to go in on a cash vibe?
Our one friend's dad hit the cash vibe for $300.
Really?
Yeah.
That's major.
That was a while ago, but he hit it. He hit it fucking dead on too. He put like, and it wasn't an auto pick. He put his numbers in. It was like his like kids' birthdays, I think, and like his grandkids' birthday or some shit like that. And he fucking licked it.
Ugh.
I remember our one friend got in a car accident and got a ton of money. That's like the same thing, you know what I mean? Money follows you.
Man, I was in that car accident. I wasn't hyped to like the fucking insurance fraud game yet. I should have fucking laid there.
Like my
fucking,
neck.
I should have been on that pavement, fucking not moving. I didn't play that great. But,
Yeah, if you knew what you knew now, though.
Yep. Oh, don't get me wrong. I got it back.
Yeah. Oh, man. So where are we going to next, Jack? Gear Grinders?
It's gear grinder time, man.
It's Gear Grinders that are brought to you by Manscaped. Don't forget to use promotional code GFP whenever you go on manscaped.com, and you save 20% on everything. What do you got, Jack?
Good, John. You go first.
All right.
I actually got to go look and see what the fuck I do have.
All right, so I got a new hoodie. It's a zip up, and for some reason the zipper's on the left side.
Yeah, throw it away.
I hate it.
Where'd you get it, Gabe's?
No, it's like a Lacoste zip up hoodie. It's on the left hand side.
Really?
Yeah, it's pissing me off. I'm not ambidextrous.
Isn't that like girls'
Yeah.
clothes?
ambidextrous?
Where do they make that at? France or something?
Probably a bunch of frogs. Bunch of left-handed frogs over there.
That is weird. I just started like, I mean, obviously I don't have a zipper here, but I'm like,
That's
thinking,
crazy. It's like
Yeah.
jerking off with your left hand. I don't like that at all.
I feel so uncomfortable and weird. It takes
actually-
me extra time to fucking.
You go lefty?
I go lefty.
You're like a 5-year-old trying to zip your coat. Like, hold
Yeah.
on, I'm coming.
Wait, I don't want to cut off your gear grinder here. But you jerk off lefty?
Yes.
Like all the time?
I've never was righty. I've just like, I don't know, automatically it's like my brain knew whenever I started when I was like 13 to hammer myself. It was like,
Lie.
you know,
You started way before 13.
I swear.
I'm just fucking.
You think me of all people would not divulge information on this podcast? I was 13. I started hammering my meat musket. I remember I was left-handed.
You just went lefty, huh?
Yeah, it was weird. It was like my hand knew what to
Do
do.
you play any sports lefty?
Jerking off at the sport.
Yeah, southpaw.
I play hockey lefty for some reason.
I
That's
do
it.
too. A lot
Yeah.
of people play lefty. It's more rare for a righty.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't do anything else lefty. I don't hit a golf, anything lefty, but I do jerk off lefties.
I don't like that fun fact that you dropped on us. That's creeping me out.
I was like thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, start to finish. I mean, you like to mix it up a little bit, but no, all the time.
Yeah, just left, yeah.
I don't even mix it up. I'm so
You ever-
good.
all right, so do you,
so good
so
with
do
the
you ever
right.
go righty?
No, I mean, what?
Just
Yeah,
stick
why
with-
fix it if it ain't broke?
I'm just
trying-
asking. I'm
You
curious.
got the phone in the hand and the right.
Yeah. Do you know what I like about this? The next time you're jerking off, you're just gonna be thinking about this podcast. And it's gonna ruin your jerk off for like the next month. So, John, back to your hoodie.
No, you got to zip it up with your left hand. It sucks. You're right.
You didn't throw it away.
Not yet. No, I'm gonna
Was
ride
it? Was it a gift?
Yes.
Who got it?
Nikki. She always gets me like a Lacoste hoodie.
It's a nice gift.
It's a beautiful gift.
Terrible fucking location for the.
Tell her to
hoodie.
Yeah,
check
I don't know
the
why they
zippers.
decided to mix that up. The right hand was fine. You know, most of the world's
I was
right-handed.
happy with that. I was
Yeah.
happy with the right
And why
side
did they make
zip.
that the new trendy thing?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
What color's the hoodie?
Gray.
Oh, it's a good color.
Good color.
Very neutral.
Yeah. Gray Lacoste hoodie's pretty pimp.
Yeah. So I have to stick it out.
Yeah, just don't zip it.
No.
Or keep it zipped
Yeah,
all
you
the
could be
time and throw
You
it
can
over
be a
top.
cool guy and keep it unzipped.
Yeah.
Or, hey,
Right
or
into
just
the
throw it
pocket.
over top like a
I like
zipped
tying
up
around
all
my
the
neck.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I get so cold though. I gotta have it. I gotta zip up. You
Yeah, I hear you.
remember like when you were a kid and it was like you just used to fight tooth and nail like not to wear a coat. Like, I'm wearing like shorts everywhere, and now I'm just like bundling up to like go downstairs and like grab the fucking mail because like I can't catch a cold draft. It gets in my bones and I'm like no fucking way.
Oh, I hate the cold, man.
Go upstairs. I need a hot cup of tea.
That's the
Warm me
worst
up.
now in the morning. It's like the cold. Like my truck doesn't have that automatic starter. I'm like, I know I got to go start this. Also, I got to sit in a cold truck for 5 minutes while it warms up.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Surely, gear grinder.
All right, so
What did Rosa do?
it's Rosa. It's Rosa. So, love Rosa, right? Great mom, on top of her shit with the kids. And
I love
stuff.
how you give like this like
Cook-
like
well, she listens, so you know, what I mean? She cooks every day. I can't bitch about it, right?
Except for
Oh my God, trying to fill out a fucking piece of paperwork or any type of form with Rosa is an impossibility, bro. All we're doing is filling out this thing about the kids for their they're in kindergarten, and it's
Yeah.
like a parent-teacher conference like over Skype. So it ain't like it's a huge fucking deal, like if they're gonna get into
Right.
college or not, right? And so you have to fill out this thing, like what do you want to talk about? What are their strengths? Whatever.
That's a nightmare.
Dude, and I'm like, so I got both girls, and I'm like, I'm trying to think, okay, you got to write something, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay, Roast, I'll say it, you just write it down.
Ooh.
And then, like, so I'm dictating, you know what I mean, like the boss that I am, and then I look
Taking
over,
care of business.
and I'm like, what the fuck are you writing down? Like, she's like doodling or something. I'm like, I just came up with a fucking masterful paragraph, dude.
Yeah, it was all bullshit.
Yeah, and
Like,
it
I-
sounded great. It sounded like, wow, these people's parents are really fucking involved.
Once you have good bullshit flowing, you can't remember that
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's what I
Like,
told her. She's
I
like,
don't
well,
remember what I just said.
Just say it again. I'm like, no, I'm moving forward, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have time to rehash these old ideas.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I need a better secretary. To be honest
Dude,
with you.
I've got a card from Rosa.
Oh, she's not a master of the English language by any means.
You should have been writing that.
Yeah. That's what I told her. I said,
Dude.
she writes like she texts. You know what I mean? It's just like a run-on
Dude,
sentence.
like,
LOL was when
Like,
she
you-
yeah,
like,
like what the fuck?
Like usually
You can't
chicks
write
have like
you.
nice penmanship. There was like not nice penmanship, and most of the shit wasn't spelled right. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I told her. I said, listen, you.
I before E except after C.
The where, and the words. I don't think she.
I was
know,
like,
she has a
Rosa,
massive
color-
head.
I'm colorblind, so I was like, colors, shapes, math. That's you. Anything to do with the English language.
Throw
you
it my way.
shan't help my children.
Yeah.
Like,
We
dude.
can't. We got to cut this off with you. We can't repeat this mistake.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it ends here.
It ends now.
I had fucking heartburn.
Your
trying to
family's
fill
been
out
writing
this
about
thing.
like a bunch of fucking idiots for long enough. It's
Like-
over.
Like, does anybody speak English? Anybody?
Oh man, that's
But
rough.
other than that, perfect. She's great. You know what I mean?
great one.
Great woman. Great mom.
Wait, so like,
Model
what did you
mother.
have to fill this out for? What was it again?
For like, so they handed in their teacher, and then like Thursday, I got to do a Skype for a parent-teacher conference. Like I said, they're in kindergarten.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, what are they? Like,
What
you know
does
what?
it
Her
matter with
circle,
people?
her circles, they're not as perfect as I'd like.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, man.
She's definitely struggling with coloring within the
Yeah.
lines. They made me two fucking.
Yeah, she doesn't
two
know the
pictures.
difference between a square and a rectangle.
Yeah,
Can we remedy this?
It's like crazy, like you have to fill stupid shit
Like
like that
that.
out.
Yeah.
That should be in your kindergartner. Like that.
You
just
should
that
tell
they-
me how
yeah.
my kids are doing in school.
Yeah,
How the
I'm not
fuck
there,
I
you
tell you?
asshole.
Yeah, that's why
How
I
are you
said-
giving me? Don't give me homework. I have enough fucking problems.
You are not.
My
fucking
wife
kidding.
can't even fucking write.
My wife can't spell.
I gotta read everything that you like. I'm like, the girls missed a day of school. She gotta write a note. I'm like, let me proofread that. Let me proofread that for you.
Like one of the questions in the package, like, so what do you think the girl's like biggest issue is like moving forward? Well, one, their mother can't read or write, so
I started filling it out myself, and they were like, "What's her biggest strength?" I was like, "Not fucking writing." And I'm like, "Oh no, not Gemma, Javina. I was talking about Rosa."
She'll turn in like the excuse note, and it'll be like, Gemma, you definitely wrote this.
Yeah, she's like, "I swear, my mom wrote it."
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But other than that, man,
Yeah, Rose is great.
the best.
She's the best.
Seabird, who you got?
Dude, it was on Halloween. I'm handing out candy. Tons of kids coming. It was great. And then I get hit with a group of adult trick-or-treaters. And like, I get
Were they
it.
dressed up?
No.
What's an adult?
Here's what I wanted to say. We're talking 23, 24.
Oh,
And,
that's
like,
way
so,
too old.
I'm like, I don't even like address them at first because I don't even think they're trick-or-treating. I just think they're walking with their kids and their kids are catching up.
Were you like out on your steps, or
Yes,
were you,
I
okay?
was-
So like
I
you
was-
didn't have like a bunch of grown-ups sitting on your front porch. 'Cause
No.
That's a whole different. If they're knocking on your door, that's a whole different game.
Then you
like,
just give up the candy. Like, get the fuck
yeah,
away
get the
from
fuck
me.
out of here.
I stayed down on my front stoop so that way, like, I could just meet all the kids. They didn't have to walk up and everything like that. But there was like these like four like people there. It was like two guys and two girls. They were definitely in their early 20s, and they had giant eagle bags with candy. And like, I'm like looking like the dude's like, trick or treat. I'm like, who's this for? And the dude's like, he's like, oh, we're just out getting candy. Our kids couldn't make it out. And I'm thinking like, this is bullshit. But like, I'm not in the position to like start like, well, I want to see pictures of your fucking kids. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
What's
here,
their
dude.
names?
I'm just like,
I mean, how corny you have to be to even be them? Like, go to a bar, eat some ecstasy,
If your
fucking
kids
have a
can't
fucking.
make it out, they
right.
sell candy.
If
every
you're
fucking
in your
where.
early 20s, you should be fucking doing coke, getting drunk, trying to bang whores, and working your way up to getting into rehab. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get to rehab by Christmas. Get so fucked up for the next month.
Yeah.
If you're
Probably
out,
piss your pants.
they look like. I'll tell you exactly who they look like. If I was guessing what their main interest is, it would be Insane Clown Posse. Those were the kind of people.
See, that's not who I had pictured here.
No, it was like
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse type people. Like
That makes way more sense.
yeah, and they're like, and they're like, and they're like the chicks were like not attractive, and they were like bigger chicks, like
They just
way
wanted free-
bigger.
You should have just. So the fatos wanted candy.
Yeah,
You had
Big-
to
and it was
feed-
say
two.
it, just
Here's
say
the
it.
best
yeah, you had to
thing.
feed the fatos.
It was two tall, skinny ass white dudes with these two big ass chicks.
It
you know
always
what I mean?
is.
It is. They like him stick boys.
The old
And-
number 10.
Yeah. And like I'm just like looking at this dude. He's like, "Oh, trick or treat," and he got stupid face paint on, and I'm just like, the one dude did have face paint on.
Well, I
mean,
mean, at least he put an effort out.
yeah, but the other dude had like the fucking baggy Janko jeans. They were like so baggy around the foot. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it covered
yeah.
the whole shoe.
It's like a waist on
The
his.
chick had on like a tutu with like these like weird ass stocking. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I just gave him the candy lamb dispersed. But I'm like, how the fuck can you feel about yourself? Like, there's kids out here. There's no one giving out candy on this street. and like you're out here fighting for their candy. Because I ran out of candy at one point, and that was it. That was 4 pieces of candy I could have gave to someone else.
What
Exactly.
what candy did you say you were giving out?
I was giving out. I gave out Reese cups, the Nutrageous, and the Reese cups with Reese's Pieces in them.
What's a
Was that
nutrageous?
a variety bag?
Yeah.
Nutrageous?
Yeah. Nutrageous it's like a Reese's candy bar.
Yeah, it's actually pretty solid.
It's all right.
Okay,
You know what?
Z-Bird.
Yeah.
I was thinking about when you told me about the whole Halloween experience, and people, instead of like leaving a bowl at their driveway, they would put a note like, "Please don't come to our door due to the coronavirus," stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like, dude, you're marking your house for a fucking egging that you cannot ever wash
I
off.
was gonna leave you alone. Now I'm shitting
Yeah,
on
now
your
I
steps.
have to egg you. I was
Yeah.
telling him we should go to Dirty Dozen and went on a mission. Like,
How hard is it to put a bowl of candy out?
like,
Right.
yeah, or just
If-
don't put a sign.
if
Just
some-
put your
if
fucking
some
turn your
kid-
light off.
If some kid fucking takes it all, he takes it all. Who
That's
cares? But everybody has these like Ring doorbell, like the cameras now. So
Yeah,
like,
they
did you
do.
see
I
the video?
forgot about
Did you
that.
see the video with the one kid? He fucking cocky as hell. He was like dressed like Chucky. Walked up to the fucking door, looked right into the camera, went like this. He gave the camera the middle finger and just dumped every piece of candy right in his bag, and then doubled down on the middle finger again. I was like, well, this dude deserves to take every candy.
Yeah.
This is a badass you don't want to fuck with, and he's going to be a problem for years to come.
Yeah, just let him keep the candy, or your house is gonna get egged.
And he was by himself. Like, if you're rolling by yourself,
That means all the other
no,
kids hate
no
him.
parents. There's no other kids. He was there way too early, so I think his gameplay. It was so light out. It was crazy. I didn't see any other kids in the screen at all. So I think this psycho's game plan was to get out there early,
And just smash
empty
it.
every bowl that he can,
Yeah.
and then get
There
home.
was a ton of them bulls this year. To be honest with you, I was like helping Josie like get candy, and like I might have got a little handsy with it by the end. I'm like, just,
Yeah, it depends what it is.
Well, the later it gets, the more
Dude.
people are like,
But
take whatever the fuck you want.
If you would have, but if I would have seen someone with a kid, like which people did, I didn't mind like throwing them the candy. But when you're out with no kids, and I could tell you listen to Insane Clown Posse, I'm like, the
dude,
fuck
if
you
they're
doing?
23, you ain't getting candy.
Right?
If you listen to the Insane Clown Policy, you shouldn't get any candy either.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are.
Like, dude, the cutoff for Halloween. Like, my nephew didn't go this year. He's 15. He probably still wanted to, but like
15, you could get away with
14, 15 is like the cutoff.
Yeah.
I think you could do 16. 16, what? You're in like 10th grade.
Yeah,
if you
but
want
you
to,
still gotta dress up. You
yeah,
can't just
you
walk
got to
out there
dress
like a
up. You got to go
hoodlum.
out, and if you want to go and like do something before you go you definitely got to go get drunk somewhere.
Right.
Yeah,
16.
Before you go,
absolutely.
yeah.
But like if you want to I guess see that's still too old. But I mean, 16, you're so excited about going out and getting drunk with your friends.
You're right. I think I was 14 the last year, and I remember. I think it was probably the first time I went with Greenfield, dude. Z-Bird, dude, he would be in the front of the line, then he'd go to the back of the line. So he hit every house twice,
Solid
dude.
maneuver.
Dude, I've never seen nothing like it, dude. I'm like, this dude's
All that work for your mom to eat your Reese
Yeah,
cups.
There's no hustle like a hungry kid, dude. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jack hit the nail on the head, and then my fucking mom went and ate on my Reese cups. Blamed it on Butch, who I never met to this day. Fucking lying
bastard.
bitch. She's like, he took all my coke too. So obviously your new boyfriend likes cocaine and Reese cups.
Who doesn't?
he's a winner.
Not at the same time.
My gear grinder is shifty characters. There's a lot of shifty characters out there right now with like I went to all I could do to work out right now was like walk. So I go on like these walks for like an hour. And I've been going to different places. Like I go up Shenley Park, I go up Highland Park, I do like the South Side Trail, just because it gets so fucking boring. Because all I could do is fucking walk. So I went like yesterday around like I don't know 5ish, and then by the time like halfway through my so like down by like the South Side Trail, it's like normal during the day. There's some geese you got to worry about, but like if you keep your eye on them, like that's usually like your main fucking. I'm not like worried about any shifty characters during the day. So with the light out, there's not too many shifty characters. Well, it gets fucking dark so fucking early. It gets dark out. These characters turn shifty real fucking quick.
Yeah.
Like fucking, there's people were doing like drugs in the car. I think people were having sex. There was like a weird like person with a baby down there looking real shifty. And I'm like,
Selling
dude,
babies.
yeah, like I don't know what the fuck happened. Like as soon as dusk hits, it's
Sun
fucking it's
goes
just
down,
it's just
dude.
shifty central down here.
Dude,
I don't like
do you
being
get
around-
stoned before you go for your walk?
No, I'm like I do it like fat. I'm like walking fast. I'm doing it like workout.
A brisk walk.
Yeah, it's a brisk walk. I get a nice sweat going. Fucking.
I don't know if like sometimes that makes people all seem fucked up.
No, the shifty characters like it just went from like being like completely like bright out to like completely dark so fast. Then you throw the river and then you put the birds in it. Like the ducks and the geese are still down there, so like they're definitely fucking shifty. Everybody knows that. Fucking. But I was like, man, I was like talking to you like when I was like walking, and I was like, man, this is getting shifty. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Phone with
Yeah, get back to my car.
Yeah,
that was the longest conversation we ever had.
He was like trying to wrap it up. I'm like, so the YouTube's really growing, huh? If you like bring
What
up
are those numbers again?
If you bring up the YouTube to him, he gets so fucking excited, and that's all he wants to talk about. So fucking.
You got another 20 minutes out of me.
I got like down and like I went away where I never went, and like I was getting like running out of cement, and it was getting like the water was getting close. I was like, shifty, gotta get out of
here.
here.
Is this high tide?
I can hear him now that you say it. I could definitely. He was fucking motoring. He was like, "Yeah, what's going on?" Yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, sorry." So he's like, "What about that YouTube channel?"
Yep.
Talk to him. What about that YouTube? It's going up, babe. It's going up.
It was getting shifty, man.
I got you, dude.
And boy, dude, I'm so weak right now. Like, I'm very like aware of shifty characters right now. Like, even during the day, I got to be aware of shifty characters because fucking like I'm very stealable. So like fucking, I can't really defend myself. I'm weak as hell right now. So like, listen, I got my head on a swivel.
Very
shifty,
vulnerable.
Shifty characters.
You're
Fucking,
just geese bait out there.
I was at Highland Park today. You ever like, dude? They have that giant like lake, man. It is Geese City down there. I was like, why am I doing this myself? But it's like it's like all nice out. You know what I mean? It's fall. It was a nice day. So I was like, I almost didn't go because of the geese because they scared me last time. But I faced my fears because I was like, I gotta quit being a pussy about these geese. But like, I'll tell you, this one big motherfucker put his arms up, and I swear to God, I crossed the street. And meanwhile, there's a little girl over there just like feeding the geese.
It's like, Mom, look at this pussy.
Dude, and I fled as soon as those wings went up in there. I was like, this geese is getting shifty.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking roll.
He's very aggressive.
Oh, man, those were all some great gear grinders. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest podcast. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it, but I got to move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area, and they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery, too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620, 412-419-2620, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Me and my wife didn't know what to do. We had a gigantic tree in our backyard that we had to get cut down. I've never done anything like this before. Who was I supposed to call? Luckily, I found Greater Pitt Tree Service, a locally owned and operated company. They came out, got to work, and got it done in a safe manner, and it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Thank you so much, Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service. And they also do free work for World War II veterans. Please call 412-884-TREE. That's 412-884-TREE. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest podcast whenever you call. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to do What Would Greenfield Do? And it's sponsored by Espolon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast.
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
So, Johnny, if you could only watch one actor's movies for the rest of your life, who would be that actor?
It's Eddie Murphy all day long.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're a big Dr. Dolittle fan?
Dude, I never even seen the movie Dr. Dolittle. I'm talking about all his other shit.
Like?
48 Hours.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop. His
Trading
always
Places.
stand up, trading
Hey,
places.
Norbit.
Norbit's
Hilarious,
good.
dude.
Dude, The Weeknd dressed up as the dude from Dr. Dolittle, the fat guy. Like the fat character that
Yeah.
he plays. Dude, he fucking killed it. He looked just like him. So, Eddie Murphy, huh?
No, I'm just a big Eddie Murphy fan. Like
You think he's funny? He makes you laugh?
for years. For years.
All right, Eddie Murphy.
Do you remember seeing that special
Coming
when
to
you were
America.
young?
Dude,
When
this
you when you were young?
Raw when I was
on
super
HBO.
young. And
That was
even
like the best
in the
thing
movie,
ever.
even the one before that, Delirious, when he had like the red jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Dude, you can't even. I don't even know if anybody will hear that. The shit he
Yeah,
was
you can't
saying
even
on there.
say none of that.
No.
stuff.
I was
No.
so
Or
young
raw,
listening
or
to that
raw.
shit.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know what a lot of it meant, but I knew it was funny.
You can't come
Definitely
close
funny.
to saying any of that shit like
No,
It's
but
that.
I can
dude,
still go back in time.
I
and watch
think
it.
Raw, I like Raw better than Delirious.
Raw might be my favorite also.
Yeah.
But it's a good mix-up because I've watched Raw so many times.
They're
Like,
similar though too.
he's so young in it.
It's like a
He
you
mashed
can
mashed
have
it up.
you can have it's like a part 1 and part 2 type
Yeah.
of thing, you know?
It's funny shit. He's a funny guy.
Hilarious.
Funny
They
guy.
said he was making a comeback. He was going to start doing some
Well,
stand
COVID,
He is.
COVID's holding them back.
Yeah.
Holding stand-up back.
Holding everybody back.
Unless you're fucking yesterday, just fucking popping out
The
shows.
show must
What
go
if Eddie
on.
Murphy's like, I heard there's a spot down yesterday. Can I get on?
I'll say, well, you got $20. You come right in. Of course, fucking, we'd love to have. He can go in the bathroom and do gaggers with my mom. You know what I mean? Be good for my book.
Your memoirs.
Yeah, the Michael Seidel autobiography. Be on sale this Christmas, folks.
What Shirley, who you got?
That's easy. I got to go with Hanks, dude. Tom Hanks.
That's a good one.
That's my number two.
Actually, that is a good one.
Yeah, like I mean.
What's your favorite
I don't-
Hanks movie?
Forrest Gump. Off the top of my head, I have to go Forrest Gump, dude. That's a pretty good freaking movie.
Dude,
man.
he got, you know what, dude?
You like Sleepless in Seattle?
No, you know I like what was that one? Bachelor Party. That was like
that was my favorite.
That was a
favorite-
freaking
yeah.
good movie, dude. And Joe versus Volcano, another underrated movie.
I'm a Castaway guy. I like Castaway.
I cannot not watch Castaway.
When it
yeah.
comes
Every
on,
time.
and like there's no like he doesn't talk in it. And you're just like you're literally just like listening to the ocean. And like that's it the whole time, and he's just fucking around with Wilson. And when there's something
Yeah.
about it, like man, this is fucking
Just
great.
popping teeth out with ice skates. And
Oh,
shit,
dude,
you know
that
what I
part
mean?
is no, that's the worst part. Of
Him not like opening up the packages like drove me nuts, dude. Like
open the fucking thing up.
What else do you have to do?
Right.
Right.
Well,
Open
no,
up-
that one was like that was his.
Yeah,
you know,
it was keeping him alive
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he loved being a FedEx guy.
Good, good.
Get the fuck
So did
out
you-
of here.
so you got the
So you're
movie?
saying if like Schuster fucking got us stranded on a fucking island, Schuster's fucking hanging on to one of those packages?
That should be
I
the
don't-
sequel.
We don't even have to be on an island,
You're
bro.
right. He could be on the moon on a raft.
Yeah,
He'd
that's
be
it.
just picking shit
Soul
apart.
life.
Yeah. He was on Prime, babe. Pretty good, you know what I mean?
Just rifling through packages.
Me,
Seabird.
dude. I was thinking one day. I'm like,
Say who you were thinking first. I want to hear that so I can laugh at it.
I was thinking Johnny Depp.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, I was thinking Johnny Depp because I love Donnie Brasco. It's like my favorite movie, but I'm not a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But I love like all of his other stuff. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
Blow. Johnny Depp's
What-
really
what's
That's
good.
what I was thinking. Blow and watch Donnie
Donnie
Brasco
Brasco.
came right to my head, and I watched Donnie Brasco all the time lately. And I'm
You
like,
don't like the Pirates of the Caribbean?
I mean, I just never really got into it. I can't say I didn't like. I just really didn't get much.
I
of it.
definitely like the
I've
first
never
couple.
seen one of them.
Yeah, I definitely like the first
Wasn't he
couple.
in What's Eating Gilbert's Grape?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a fucking weird movie.
weird fucking movie. Weird, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a really weird movie.
But I definitely those are two of my favorite movies. So
All right, I'm going with an American hero, Kevin Costner. I fucking love Kevin Costner. He's the
Field of
fucking
Dreams.
man. You got Field of Dreams. You got Dancing with the Wolves. You got The Guardian.
Bull Durham.
Fucking
Bodyguard.
I was getting a Bulldog. I love Bulldog.
I love Bull Durham.
The Bodyguard. I don't know if I actually ever seen The Bodyguard. I've seen like pieces of it. I don't know. I can't say I ever watched it all the way through. I love Bulldog.
Not a bad movie.
Fucking
And, yeah.
Draft Day.
Yeah.
Draft
Day is a great flick.
Yeah.
Like fucking, and then I don't know if you guys watch Yellowstone or not. This isn't a movie, but it's a fucking TV show. It's unfucking
I see.
believable. So yeah, Costner really gets me going as like fucking.
That's your guy.
That's a guy I could look at every day and be like, I like the
also
cut of his jib.
Do you have to watch all their bad movies too, though?
What's up with his voice?
Yeah.
Though?
What's up with his voice?
His voice getting a little like it's like it's the older he
I mean,
gets.
he's getting old. I mean, for the love of the game, like that is fucking clearing the mechanism. Like I love that flick.
Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Terrible movie.
Really bad movie.
Yeah.
But I watch
fucking
it
movie.
because Kevin Costner's in it.
Me too. That was like one of he was Robin Hood.
Yeah.
That I think like Waterworld like is like literally like the worst movie like in the box office history. Like it didn't sell like shit. They like it cost like so much money to make, and it brought in like a fraction of like what they spent. Because
I
think
can see
about it, the set had to be a water world, so I'm sure that cost a couple fucking bucks.
Oh yeah.
To them. Did they show a booby in that movie? Did I? I think I might have like hung on for a while because like who was that? Ashley Judd. I don't know who that chick was in it.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was so. It was bad. It was bad. I just remember him like being on that raft and jumping off and like catching a fish with like his bare hands and like eating it completely raw. And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, you don't have fire anywhere? Like throw that on the spit for a little
It was
bit.
Waterworld.
Yeah,
You can't start a fire in your boat.
Yeah, you can. Hanks did. Hanks did.
Yeah,
In Castaway,
Hanks did,
he had a little fire going.
Kept
Not on a boat, though.
kept
I think
Wilson
he did
warm.
on that raft, didn't he?
Him and Wilson were warming, and
Dude,
Wilson got
yeah.
lost.
Wilson, but what a piece of shit Wilson is for bouncing on him.
Dude, did you get set? Dude, when Wilson was gone,
it's
I'm
terrible.
like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm like, why do I feel so upset right now over this fucking volleyball?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really. Don't call it a volleyball. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, you're diminishing his worth.
It was funny that
Wilson saved his life
Yeah.
and was literally the star of the movie.
He was his co-star at least.
Best supporting actor or actress, depending on how you look at it.
I'm not a huge Jimmy Kimmel guy, but they did do a funny sketch where they were like, they hyped it up. You thought Tom Hanks was coming on. He's like, and here we're going to bring out the star of Castaway, Wilson. It was just the fucking volleyball in the chair. I'm like, that's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. And then everybody likes to give Hanks a little jab. You know?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do another. What would Greenfield do here? This is gonna get weird. Would you rather give the first 99% of the blowjob or the last 1% of the blowjob? So you're catching. It's either like you're doing all the work,
I get it.
or you're catching the finish.
I know how blowjobs work.
Zebra, you're over there cheesing. I want to hear what you have to say first.
I mean, I want that.
That's a lot of work.
If you do the 99%, you're still involved for more time. Like, I get it that you're going to end up catching the fish. I get that part of it. But there's nothing in there that says I got to swallow the fish. I can spit the fish right back out. If I got to fucking take it, it's over and done with quick. And, you know what I mean, try to get it to therapy as soon as possible. And, you know, scratch that from my brain. Like, that's where mentally I thought I'd get it over as quick as
So you're
possible.
going 1%.
The 1%.
You want the big finish, huh?
I don't want the big fish. I'm going for speed. You know what I mean? Like, this is. And I'm done.
Jesus Christ.
What
I have
All
to.
right,
what
but
do you-
none of us got to answer that. I just want to see.
So you'll take the jizz in the mouth, huh?
Aren't you a little
All
fun
right,
boy?
great episode.
All right, Rosanna, I'm going to hear what Rosanna has to say. Or I'm going to start fucking saying some shit he don't want people to hear on here, motherfucker.
Oh, Johnny, what do you got?
I'm passing on this one, dude. I want nothing to do with this question.
You got to give something.
Yeah,
dude,
what do you
for-
mean?
I mean, so you don't have to do it.
I know.
Yeah,
but
we're not, there's no one outside waiting for us to suck your dick.
It's hypothetical,
Yeah.
John.
See, dude, me personally, dude,
John's sweating, fucking drinking water.
you need time to think about
Yeah,
this.
go ahead.
I would have to go the opposite. I would do the 99. I don't want
Would
I don't
you?
want the the money shot, dude. That's
You'd rather just have it in your
turning my
mouth for
stomach.
extra amount of time.
Yeah, it's like, think of something else. It's a popsicle. I don't fucking know, dude. What the fuck?
It's a popsicle.
a flesh feeling, yeah.
Yeah,
you've thought
the
about this.
fleshlight.
You've
No,
thought
I
about
was just thinking about you're talking about taking the fish in your mouth, and it's like, oh god, that's fucking gross.
No part of this is good.
Yeah, there's no
Well,
right
I mean,
answer.
don't say that. We don't know that for sure. Whatever you're into, you're into. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
It's just something we don't really know about.
If you're into it, you're
I'm
into it.
taking the 1% because I like know like, hey man, that was a good job. I finished up.
You get tagged in.
I like knowing like the job's done.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
I'm a finisher.
I don't leave anything out there. So like if I did the first 99, like what's gonna happen? Did the second guy get sick? Like fucking who knows? Did he show up? So I'm gonna be the 1%.
That's a weird way to look at it, and I kind of respect that because it's like, yeah, you're gonna do all the work, and then he's gonna get all the credit.
Yeah. Right. Well, listen, like I said, I like to know the job's done.
Oh, Christ,
There's a lot of people that don't finish things. I'm a finisher.
Yeah, I like.
See, that's perfect. 'Cause I
I'm a closer.
I start things and I never finish.
You're a starter. I'm a closer.
We're
fucking
a perfect team.
Yeah. John's still
The
shaking.
1%. I'll take
You sick
Joe,
motherfucker!
Get it over with, for Christ's sake.
When we said
one of the best moments on the show.
yeah, when fucking we sat down and like someone, I think Shuley asked like, what's the Greenfield doing? John was like, don't worry about it. She's like sucking dick apparently. He was already disgusted with the question. Fucking
Yeah, he's
before.
like, something
I
about
seen the
sucking
text
dick.
today. I'm like, God damn it.
I've been holding off on that one for a while, but I was feeling it's election day. You know what I mean?
Right,
We gotta
yeah,
fucking.
let
Can't
it all
hold
hang
nothing
out.
back.
Yeah, I mean, this is the day to do it, to talk about sucking
The
dick.
most fucked up part is, here's the fucked up part. John's whole family listens to this show, and his dad analyzes word for word. So I can see, not tomorrow morning, but Thursday morning, him walking into
10
work.
years down the road.
Yeah, his dad walking to work Thursday morning like, I can't fucking believe he fell for that shit. You 1% motherfucker.
Dude, I swore Jack was going to make us all answer, and then at the end be like, no, I'm not fucking.
I was
fucking-
gonna do that, and then I would have caught some heat on Twitter, and I don't like Twitter. John, that was my plan.
I
To be
know.
honest with you, and then I felt bad because I saw how uncomfortable you were getting. So I was like, I'll answer this, but fucking. So I'm a minimum, and I had to answer it. But yeah, that was my original plan.
Yeah, I
Oh,
figured it
man.
was something sketchy like that.
Well, I think that's about it, everybody. We had a great episode today. Remember, if you're listening to this, you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. We're gonna have a lot more stuff coming out on YouTube.
Wait, are we YouTubers yet? We're pretty much YouTubers now,
We're
right?
pretty much YouTubers. Everything now going forward will be posted on Facebook, but it's all going to be posted through a YouTube link. So you're going to find all of our stuff on YouTube. We're still going to be available on all the listening platforms like we always are, but all of our viewing is going to be on YouTube because we're basically almost YouTube celebrities. So.
Yeah, we're like those like Paul brothers, pretty much.
Right. Yeah, I'm Paul. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't-
Unpaulable.
Yeah, I don't know what their first names are. I know their last name is Paul, which seems like bullshit. I mean, that can't be real.
Nah, they all live in a high. It's fucking dumb. But anyway,
They're rich though.
they are, and we're trying to copy exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. No, they do the stupid TikToks where we make funny podcasts.
Yeah, we make gold. We make frankincense and myrrh also.
Talk about sucking. What part of the blowjob you want to talk about? Where else can you get that?
You're not going to get that in any other podcast right now in Greenfield. I'm going to tell you that much. But, hey, regardless who wins the election, everyone have a great week. And remember, Greenfield loves you. Thank you.